It's not just radio, it's Rockland World Radio. RocklandWorldRadio.com.
What you're thinking. Jake Talks is brought to you by the JCC Mixed Makers. We're making a difference in Rockland County and around the world. Kathy Eisen is our producer.
Today's team producers are Jackie and Golda, and Michael is on the soundboard. And with us we have a live entertainer, Jackie, who will be singing for us during the break.
Woo! Today's corporation sponsors are Duke of Oil, the Bergenson family, and W&W Jewelers. Thank you, Lenny Spiegel, Robin, Jerry Bergson, and Stu Kuropatkin for believing in our teen programs at the JCC Rockland.
All right, what's our lineup today?
Today's show will begin with All About Nothing. Why do kids dress out before tests? Reporter Jake will tell us what that's all about.
And then we have Politically Charged with reporter Lexi, who will share both Obama's and Republican candidate Mitt Romney's position on gay marriage.
Reporter Brianna will share a letter from a teen in need. Teen and Pickle segment.
And then we will take a quick music break with Jackie. Woo!
Yay! And in the hot tub, me will share my view on waterboarding as a way of getting information out of prisoners.
And then we have All About Something with Hannah, who will share what's up with concerts on weekdays.
And then Sports in 60 Seconds with Michael. We're going to talk about Knicks, Mets, and Rangers.
And then in the literary corner with Emily and Lexi, who will talk about Change of Heart, a book.
Okay. A book.
I want to see the phone number. Okay. Your views are important to us. Call Jake Talks. Call us at jaketalks.org at 1-845-353-2910.
Okay, thank you. And let's get the show started with our All About Nothing. All right, we have Jake, Meredith, and Al on this. Who else? Alex isn't here today. Good luck on your test.
So today we're talking about how does stress handle your ability to do well. Why are teens stressing out about tests?
Well, first of all, do you stress out?
Yeah. Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Very much so.
Definitely.
I think that especially now when we have like APs and IBs and finals coming up, a lot of it has to do with the fact that the tests are so significant to your entire grade for the quarter. And I mean, it's a lot about, like, people are saying society's pressures and stuff, but I do think there's something to be said that one test can decide 25% of your grade.
I know I just took the SATs last weekend, and I was really stressed about that.
How do you know you're stressed? How does your body react?
I don't know, you just feel it. Like, you feel tense.
Okay.
I break out always. Like,
I have a teacher.
always.
I have a teacher whose percentage of how much test counts is 65% of your grade. So if you do bad on one test, you're pretty much screwed for the whole quarter.
I feel though if you take a second to breathe, just take a deep breath and close your eyes, you feel a lot better.
For me, it's not like the stress during the test. Like I could sit down and take a test, no problem. It's just leading up to the test and trying to get through studying, but feeling so stressed is really hard to concentrate. And especially something like an AP test where you need to pass forever for the course to count, and there's so much counting on one exam, 1 3-hour period of your life that's so much
I have for IBs, if I don't get a good grade on all these exams, I'm not getting a diploma that I've worked for 2 years. So these grades are so, they're so important, and the fact that my preparation, as you said, when I sit down and take the test, that's it. I know that I can just get it over with. It's not that big of a deal. But when I'm preparing for it, right, at that point you're done.
Also, what I tend to do is psych myself out before the test. No matter how much I study, I'll sit there and I'll just blank. And that's the worst thing you could possibly do, especially on a final. It's stressful.
Yeah.
So what are some tips? Meredith said breathing, and then let's move on to the next segment. How about, there was a book written, getting in the zone?
Yeah, I mean,
Just focus.
personally,
Turn off your phone
Yeah,
when you're studying.
Yes.
but personally, before tests, I can't study, when I go in before, to take a test, I can't study before, because for me, personally, I blank on everything if I do that. I don't know, just like I can't cram all that information into my
You
head.
gotta just know it.
Okay, so let me give you a tip very quickly. This guy Miller, a learning theorist, said you can't memorize more than 7 plus or minus 2 items. So minus 2 from 7 is 5, and plus 2 is 9. So you could remember 5 to 9. How many digits are in a phone number?
7.
Okay, so 7 is really your magic number. So you have a book, or you have a semester to study. Divide it into 7 headings, and in each heading, put your information. It makes your learning that much quicker and easier. And if you feel that you know your information, then you won't be so stressed. And the other thing is, the more senses you use to study, the quicker and the more successful you will be. Now, you can't eat your words, but you can talk them into a tape recorder. So if you have your 7 areas and you talk them slowly into a tape recorder, you're using your eyes to see it, your mouth is saying it, your ears are hearing it, you're using your senses. So you want to have 7 plus or minus 2 headings, you want to use your senses, and talking it into a tape recorder and playing it back would be a way of studying for you that you wouldn't even think you were studying. And that's it.
All right, now, Lexi, can you share with us, like, gay marriage and Obama and Mitt Romney's views?
Yeah, okay, so Obama, I'll first give you a summary on their views. So basically, Obama's view is that he isn't against gay marriage, but he believes that gays should be able to have civil unions, not marriages, civil unions. There's a distinction. Romney believes that gay marriage should be outlawed. I'll give my personal opinion, which is that the fact that we're looking at the presidential candidates in terms of their opinion on gay marriage is really strange, because since the foundation of our country and since, they threw out the Articles of Confederation, they were like, hey, let's make a constitution instead. Marriage has been a state right. By that I mean all laws on marriage are passed on the state level. So the marriage age, marriage taxes, whether you have one or not, some states do, some states don't. They're different amounts. The age you can get married, the marriage licensing process, it's all done statewide. So really it's not the federal government's job, in my opinion, to pass a law on gay marriage. As much as I'm for it, I don't think that federally it should be done.
Hannah?
I think it's the only way, kind of, because not every state is going to agree with it unless it is, like, all the states or none of them. And I think that every person in every state should be, like, guaranteed to be gay if they want to be. They shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable and move to another state just to be with someone that they love.
To get married. Mm-hmm. So you feel that it should be a federal law that marriage should have the same proponents throughout every state?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna read our Teen in a Pickle letter. So this was written from a viewer. It says, "Dear Jake Talks, my best guy friend is really flirting with me, even though I have a boyfriend, and he has a girlfriend. I'm not sure what I should do about it, because I do really like him because we're so close, but I couldn't do that to my boyfriend. Help, from a friend who really has an issue." Okay. Does anybody have an opinion? Jake?
I think that these two people can be friends without it turning into anything else. Like a guy and a girl can definitely have a friendship without anything else be coming out of it. And a lot of people don't think that's true.
Emily, what's so funny? Something is making you laugh. So what is it?
Jake and Emily are best friends.
Lexi, do you have a point?
Sure. I agree with Jake. I think that it's significant that guys and girls can definitely be friends, and I think that's to say that you have to put more into it and say that, oh my God, he's flirting with me. I think that clearly if you both have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, clearly it's distinct that you're just friends. If something's making you uncomfortable, say so. Otherwise, it's likely just being friendly. And I know that there's a fine line between being friendly and flirting. Again, if it's making you uncomfortable, say so. But for the most part, you need to understand that he's a girlfriend and you have a boyfriend and you're just friends.
Does anyone think that, she could like him?
Yeah.
And Jake's playing it off in her head.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
She's thinking about it.
She doesn't want to admit it, so she's going to try and, pawn it on him.
And then once those wheels start turning, there's no going back. Trust me.
Okay.
But she should talk to him about it.
Okay, so Ariel has a tip for us.
Okay.
I think that the girl shouldn't say anything if they're best friends, and just like let it go and try to forget about it if she has a boyfriend and he has a girlfriend. Yeah.
Because I feel like that could ruin a friendship also.
It could ruin a friendship, so you gotta be careful around it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so music break, right?
Oh.
Next. Okay, ready? We're gonna take a music break, and we're gonna be listening to Jackie. So
And
she's
Jackie,
gonna
what are you
play
singing?
for us.
An original song.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It really is. It
I'm
really
so
is.
excited right now. Oh my
I'm really
god.
nervous, so
I'm
if
so
I,
excited.
so if I mess up, I apologize.
Nobody will know.
Yeah, turn your
Oh
mic
yeah,
on.
you will.
Okay, so call us with your thoughts after she sings at 845-353-2910. Go, Jackie.
Okay.
Ready?
Ooh, okay. I don't know the way I've been feeling lately. I haven't talked about myself in a while. Staring blankly ahead of me, don't know where to go from here. My dear. Don't think you could walk back into my life like everything's alright. You kept me waiting for so damn long, writing you my love songs, sing 'em aloud to no one else. You raise me up and you bring me down and send me chasing you around. You point me left when you go right. I wanna stay up but you say goodnight. You reel me in and throw me back, but then as you lay time fast, my friends say there's other fish in the sea, but I know you're the only one for me. For me. You say that it will happen someday in some way. You say that time is hard to deal with, and I know someday I'll be yours. Just like time will take its course. Oh, you raise me up and you bring me down, send me chasing
Travis for our open mic night. And
That was really impressive.
Thank you.
I'm really, really impressed. Thanks.
That's great. Fabulous.
Welcome back to Jake Talk. If you have a point to share, call us at 845-353-2910. We look forward to hearing from you, and that was Jackie.
Okay, Hannah. Tell us about something.
Tell us about something.
All right, what's with kids going to concerts and staying out late on school nights? Emily?
Oh, well, I mean, I would do it. I did.
We did.
We did.
Like, last week? Or 2 weeks ago? I don't know. But, I mean, it's not a big deal. Just get your work done before you go and then have coffee the next morning and go to bed early.
Have everything planned, like your
Yeah.
outfit, like set your alarm clock beforehand so you can just call
And
go
have,
home
like,
and go to bed.
have like a little backpack with food. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
No, I think you're right. I think
Just
that
be
as long as you prepare and you plan and you're aware that you're going to be tired, you should be fine. I mean, I've stayed out doing homework late. I've stayed out, at dance until 11:30. What's the difference?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
How do parents feel about teens, though, having a
How's the
concert
parent?
to go to during the week versus doing your dance? You know.
I think Catherine has a personal point.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I did share a story that when I was a freshman in high school, I was asked to a Frank Zappa concert by a senior in high school.
She was
Ow,
only a
ow.
freshman.
And my father said no concerts during the week. Has that changed? Are parents open to
Depends on the parents.
concerts?
Yeah.
I think it depends.
And
I
it
think
depends on the
depends
kids.
who's playing, too.
Yeah.
Because if it's like a big artist and it's like a lot of people are going to be there, then there's more of a chance that, something may go wrong. But if it's sort of like I don't know, I feel like it depends on who's playing. Like if they're really popular, if only a few people, no, I think it depends.
You think it depends?
It also depends on the kid. Like if the kid is known,
Responsible.
I mean, if the kid can take responsibility for their work and make sure.
Also, the people you go with. I mean, to go to this concert, I was like, I'm going with Hannah, and I'm going with Emily, and I'm going with Mackenzie, and I listed all the people I was going with, and my mom knew who they were, and she felt comfortable, and if she didn't think that anything bad was going to happen, or she knew that I'd be responsible, she let us go, and nothing did happen, and we all had a great, safe time.
And
at the
everybody
concert.
went to school the next day.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, that answers it.
There we go.
So waterboarding.
So, waterboarding is a form of torture in which water is poured over the face of someone held captive and causing the individual to experience a feeling of drowning. And recent news says that in an overseas prison, okay, it's gonna need help with this name over here.
Khalid Sheikh
Khalid
Mohammed.
Sheikh Mohammed. One of Osama bin Laden's consultants was interrogated because of the information that he had about where Osama bin Laden was, and they used waterboarding to get the information out of him, which works, but some citizens say that it's wrong to use waterboarding on, it doesn't matter, it's a person, but other people think that it's for the safety of citizens of this country.
Well, this is I think this is a hard topic to go about, but I'm not for any form of torture or anything, but I do feel like we don't negotiate with terrorists as Americans, and if he's labeled as a terrorist, and if we asked him where is he, and
He didn't tell us.
he didn't tell us, and we're not gonna sit there with him negotiating. Oh yeah, let's have a peace conference. Oh, I'll talk to you, you talk to me. No, we're not gonna do that.
That makes sense.
And and I mean I'm not for any forms of torture, and it is crossing borders. There's legal borders that you're not allowed to do this, but I do feel that it was necessary in this case to I know two wrongs don't make a right, but Osama bin Laden killed thousands of people, and I just don't think that it would be fair to let this guy go by negotiating with him.
Or ignoring that he knew the information and we weren't going to try everything to get it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lexi, do you have anything to say?
Oh, yeah, just to note this point that it is an international crime to use torture. It's not legal under international law, and that is significant that any country, whether it be America in all our ethnocentric glory, or it be Iran and they're a terrorist organization affiliated with the government. No matter what, torture is illegal internationally, under international law.
But the teens on Jake Talks feels that sometimes it's necessary to get the information to protect the country. That's what I'm hearing today.
Do you guys think that they should have used any other tactics besides waterboarding?
It obviously was effective, so.
Yeah.
Torture is torture. I mean, like, if you're gonna choose any way to do it, like, I wouldn't be like,
Yeah,
oh, well,
because
this
it's
looks like a little
God, I
slightly
hate
less
that
worse, so maybe we should go with this. I mean, like, all forms of torture are the same by, like, mentally and physically distorting the person, but, like, if you're gonna torture someone, might as well just use any kind, because there's really no
Torture's
distinction.
torture.
Torture is torture.
In this case, like, I agree with what they did to get the information, but I think, like, moving forward with something like this, it's going to be really hard to justify, like, who they would be able to use this on, who they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I also think, okay, last point. I also think it's like kind of like a pride thing that a lot of Americans take, and like, yeah, like a lot of other countries view this, and like a lot of Americans view this as like a poor decision made, but like I guess like the pride you have in your country kind of affects like your decision on if they should have done this or not. Like a lot of people like want revenge for what happened during 9/11 and like all of the shenanigans that Osama bin Laden caused. Put them at shenanigans.
What a great word! Shenanigans.
But yeah, so I think it's more of like a pride issue with like judging how it is.
Okay. In the literary corner,
Next.
we
Oh,
have
Media Madness.
a
Media
book.
Madness.
Okay.
What was it?
Oh, I meant sports in 60 seconds.
Okay, so Michael.
Sports in 60 seconds, Michael.
Here, take my mic.
Mike, sorry.
He's going to tell us about the Knicks, the Rangers, and the Mets.
I don't know how to do this.
Just hold it up. Just turn the
Just turn
camera.
it towards him. He's talking.
Okay, Michael.
Well, I think about the Knicks is they won their first game in the playoffs. I don't even know when, because like last year I started to like sports, and I don't. And my dad and my brother told me that the last time they won a playoff game was like really far back, and I say they won. Miami didn't let them win, but they did win like all the other games because they wanted to go home, win, and hear the crowd, so they would,
So you're feeling like that they need the enthusiasm of the crowd,
yeah.
and by playing on home turf, it's going to be very exciting.
It's an aspect of home field advantage that you get motivation almost.
Okay. Brianna, you have something to add about sports?
I didn't really, I don't like basketball very much, but as far as I can tell with the Knicks, they had a pretty good season, like this whole year. I feel like I've heard a lot about them, especially like with the whole like Linsanity nonsense. I feel like I've heard like a lot about the Knicks this year, and they had,
Yes, he's been out.
yeah, he's gone, whatever, done with him. But I feel like they've had a lot of publicity the past year, so it was good they finally won a playoff game, because last year they got out like the first game they played, so it was good.
That's my favorite team.
The Celtics, you like? Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, anything else you want to add?
Rangers.
They lost.
A win tonight, 7:30.
So Rangers are playing tonight, 7:30. Saturday, they lost. I thought it was a bad call because I forgot who, but the Washington guy knocked a Rangers guy stick out. The ref didn't call it. Then Hagelin on the Rangers knocked a stick out off of Washington. They called a penalty, and that's how they scored to win the goal. And I thought it was not a fair goal. And tonight, I think they're gonna really win, crush. But I have my gym teacher's obsessed with Devils, and he gets so mad at I tease him a lot because I say to him, the Rangers are going to win, Devils are going to lose, and he just tells me that, he told me that game, it's not the ref's fault, but I thought it was.
Okay, all right.
And there's a potential, which is big because we live in New York, for a New Jersey, New York, a Devils Rangers Eastern Conference Championship, which would be absolutely awesome in my opinion, and it hasn't happened since I want to say 94.
Okay, I don't know.
Yes, 94. Sorry, it hasn't happened since 94, and that would be absolutely awesome.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
And the
thank
Raiders
you.
would win.
Thank you for reporting on sports. All right, next. Literary
Oh, just
corner.
kidding. Are we there? Oh,
Yeah, let's do the literary corner. There's a book.
Yes, Change of Heart by Sherry Moore.
It's amazing.
What's the premise of the book?
You want to say the premise of the book?
Well, it's a true story about a girl who is an amazing.
Well, it's not a true story, but it's based on fact.
Well,
It's not a true story. Keep going.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure no one else thought it was a true story.
A high school soccer player who had a heart defect.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she. I don't know, you can explain it.
Okay, so it's about a girl in high school. She's a good soccer player, she's an athlete, and she all of a sudden is diagnosed with a heart defect. And it's about her struggling with this, and it's about her developing and kind of growing as a person as a result of this. She has to wait for a heart transplant, she has to cope with it in terms of relationships with her friends, and her experience as a high schooler is completely changed because of it. It's a fabulously written book, and I'm not just saying that because I know the author. No, but it's a great written book. It's a great read for everyone, boys and girls. I really, really recommend it. They have it at all the local libraries, local bookstores. It's a fabulous book, and I would really recommend reading it.
Okay.
And it changes your perspective.
Totally.
Things, just saying.
Okay.
It's really amazing.
And with the review of the teen happening at JCC, please email Kathy at Kathy.
That's okay. Kathy on.
Kathy at jccrockland.org. That is CATHI at jccrockland.org. Any issues that you are in a pickle jar at school or at home with friends and family, listen to Rockland World Radio all week long for great shows and music this week. JakeTalks.org will be back May 14th.
Okay, and I said this beforehand, but I want to say it on air. This is going to be my last show at Jake Talks ever, which is kind of upsetting.
Graduating high school.
I'm graduating, and I have exams coming up, so I have a lot to do, and I have recitals, and this will be my last Jake Talks because I'm going to be a senior. I am a senior.
You are a senior.
I am a senior. I'm going to be a freshman.
You're going
college.
to Emory.
Yes, I'm going to Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm very excited. I think that I want to thank Kathy because this is a fabulous opportunity. I think that anyone who can should get involved because it really is a one-of-a-kind, very, very unique experience to be able to express your ideas and to learn about the operations that go into making a radio show and to expressing yourself and really working with others. And I think that anyone can benefit from this experience. And I thank you so much for the opportunity.
It's been a pleasure, Happy.
Oh, Kathy.
What are we going to do? Politically charged was started because of you. Who's going to continue it? Okay, because now. What'd you say? But no, it's a pleasure, and we wish you so much luck. And to call us from Emory and let us know.
And I'll come visit.
You're gonna be our
special guest.
Okay.
Oh my god, if I don't have a class during this time, I'm going to call in every week, you guys.
That'll be great.
You want to politically charge from there? From college.
We could Skype with her.
We can Skype with you, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Have you
All
talked?
right. Yep.
You can listen to our archives anytime. Send us your Teens in a Pickle letters to Kathy I at jccrockland.org. Check us out on www.jaketalks.web.com. See the faces behind the voice of Jake Talks. It's a wrap.
Okay.
Let's put it to bed.
All right, Jackie.
We're going to take it out with a song.
Okay.
Hearts are breaking left and right, and I know that it will be alright because we got each other. Now we can recover. Life is a riddle and you're the rhyme. The only thing to fix is now is time. But all
We'll see you.
See you at my house soon.